Hey, what's up, everyone? Well, today's discussion and also my reaction is about the shocking passing of Nakayama Miho. Uh, for those of you who are not familiar with Miho, um, she is one of Japan's well-known singer and actresses. In fact, for me, one of my top 80s to 90s singers that were idols. They were pretty much, there was the Moritaka Chesato, um, Nakamori Akina, you got Matsuda Seiko, you had Kodo Shizuka, and you had Nakayama Miho. They were chart toppers, and um, Nakayama Miho was one of the ones who did very well transitioning from being a singer to an actress. And she starred in many dramas and films. Love Letter is one of them. Another one that I remember personally was the drama For You. That one's from 1995, and a friend actually. It was his favorite. He told me to watch that drama later on. And I just remember watching it, and it featured her song Hero. Um, that one actually was possibly the first time I really became interested in Nakayama Miho as an actress and her music. I know a lot of people followed her way back. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I take that back because actually, the first song that I actually got hooked on, and these are different moments. Nakayama Miho on For You and the song Hero was when I started actually buying her singles and everything. But the one song that actually caught my attention, and the first single that really piqued my interest was her duet with Wands, and that was the song Seikaiju no Dare Yorikito. That one was used for the drama Somebody Loves Her. But the thing is that that is a song that was like huge for almost over, it's still popular. People still listen to it. It's been used and sung on many shows, covered, and also it's just a legendary song, epic song, iconic song, I guess you could say. But then, of course, people are familiar with her songs such as Toi Machi no Dokade, Dokakade, which is a Christmas song. And that one was from the Fuji TV drama When I Really Miss You, But You Are Not Here. But it's a Christmas song that people hear every year. So, but I think the first time I actually heard her music, and it was it was I can't believe I'm talking about this one, but this one was back in I don't know how many years ago, but it was at a convention, and this was a little controversial back then. But to get J-pop music, you had to buy the original Japanese music, or you had to get it. When you're in San Francisco, Chinatown or something, you'd find SM Records. And I remember that they would have these bundles of Japanese music in collections, and you never knew too much about it because they just put the song title without the artist, and you would hear the song, and I was like, oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? And a friend would tell me, oh, that's Mermaid, Nakayama Miho. So that was probably the first time, I was very familiar with her music, or actually heard her music. Then Toi Machi no Dokakade, I would see, hear all the time playing during the Christmas holidays. So, but of course, the song with wands, Seikaiju no Dare Yorikito, that one is classic. But yeah, um, I think if anything, I think what you're seeing here is a picture of Nakayama Miho's treasury. It's the first uh, collection I bought uh, of her music. This one features her classics. I think it was one of her best albums that were released, or compilation. I'm not really sure. It's been a while since I bought it. Um, but for those of you who are wondering what happened to Nakayama, well, this is what news sources say. Okay, so Nakayama was found dead at her home in Tokyo on December 6th. She was 54 years old, and the news was announced on her official website on the same day. On that same day, she was scheduled to perform a Christmas concert at Billboard Live Osaka on that day. Her agency released a comment to all concerned parties and fans. Today, December 6th, our talent Nakayama Miho was found dead at her home. We are very sorry to have to suddenly announce this to all of the concerned parties who have always taken care of her, and to all of the fans who have supported her. But this was such a sudden event that we are also shocked and saddened. We are currently confirming the details of the cause of death. We sincerely ask the mass media to be considerate of her family and relatives and to strictly refrain from excessive interviews and reporting. According to a source, someone who found her collapsed in the bathtub at her home called 119. She was confirmed dead just after noon. By 7 a.m. that day, Nakayama had been discussing work-related matters via line, but she did not show up at the platform for the Shinkansen train she was scheduled to catch at 9 a.m. and could not be contacted after that. An office staff member visited Nakayama at her home and discovered her in a bathtub, seemingly drowning. Nakayama was born in Tokyo on March 1st, 1970. She made her acting debut in 1985 in the TBS drama Maidodo Osowase Mashimasu. In the same year, she made her singing debut with C and participated in the NHK Kohaku Utagassen for 7 consecutive years. She gained popularity under the nickname Miporin and won the Blue Ribbon Award for Best Actress for the film Love Letter back in 1995, and the Japan Academy Award for Best Actress for Tokyo Weather, 1997. In her private life, she married Suji Hitonari in 2002 and moved to Paris the following year. She gave birth to her first son in January 2004, but divorced in 2014. In 2019, she resumed her singing career, releasing her first album in about 20 years. And last year, she held her first nationwide tour. And that is amazing. According to today's news, Nakayama Miho may have died of illness or accident. That's what the Metropolitan Police Department, who's investigating the situation, are saying. But an autopsy will be performed on the 8th to determine the cause of death. So, according to the police, what we do know is that investigators said the front door to her home was locked at the time, and Nakayama had no visible injuries. There was no suicide note found, and the Metropolitan Police Department believes that the situation at the scene suggests that she died of illness or an accident. And for this reason, the cause of death will be revealed through a legal autopsy based on the Cause of Death and Identity Investigation Act rather than legal. I guess there's 2 different kinds of autopsies, right? So, which is, I guess, the difference between a crime and just a normal cause of death. Then another newspaper source, Sponichi at Annex, learned that a staff member had sent a line message to Nakayama, who was found dead in the bathroom of her apartment in Tokyo on the 6th at around 7 a.m., but it was not marked as read. Nakayama sent a work-related email to the staff member at around 2:30 a.m. on the 6th. However, the staff member was already asleep and only noticed the email after waking up the next morning. After that, he sent a reply to Nakayama via line, but it was not marked as read, and Nakayama was found dead at her home without being able to communicate with him. Um, let's see here. Then we have a lot of people, sending out their condolences. Kitagawa Eriko, she's a famous scriptwriter for many major dramas such as uh, Beautiful Life, Long Vacation, and also Love Story, which features Nakayama Miho and Izukawa. Was it Toyo Izukawa? I forgot. Toru? I forgot his name now, but it's been a while. But we know that Nakayama starting to. I remember Toyama. I forgot his name now. Anyway, um, she posted a photo with her and Nakayama Miho and film director Iwai Shunji, and she wrote, "Don't forget me. Don't forget me even when you go to heaven." She was the most beautiful actress I have ever met. We went to Paris together. When Non-chan, my daughter, was still a small child, we saw the Eiffel Tower. She ran off to meet me, picked me up, and kissed me on the cheek. We also danced the tango together. She also came to visit me at KU University. On Sundays, Nakayama Miho was alone in the dark waiting room, waiting for me to come out of the hospital room. I wonder if I will never hear that voice calling me Etchan again. Thank you for Masaki and Aoi. I only have beautiful memories. I will continue to cry. Nakayama starred in the TBS drama Love Story. I think that was back in 2001, which Kitagawa wrote the script for, and for the film Atarashi Kutsu wo Kawanakucha, New Shoes Must Be Bought, which Kitagawa directed, and filmmaker Iwai Shinji produced that film. We also have Akashiya Sanma, the famous Sanma, paying tribute on his radio show. And this was on MBS Radio's Youngtown Saturday. And he just heard the news before the recording. He said, "I didn't have any detailed information about Nakayama Miho's death before the show started. I've worked with Miho since she was young, and I was someone she looked up to. Sama was her, of course, her elder, and she often appeared on his show, Sanma no Manma." He said that a mutual acquaintance with Nakayama, a mahjong friend of mine, often goes out drinking with Miho. She's not a very talkative person, but once she got a little drunk and asked me to take her place. It's something that we often hear with a lot of friends, is that about Nakayama Miho being drunk, and she's an interesting person. But anyway, his memory, another memory. It was around 3:30, I'm guessing in the afternoon, and Nakayama said, "Come eat pasta now at the restaurant. The Neapolitan here is good." And I said, "I can't come. I'm playing mahjong." And she would say, "Come." We went on and on like that. She was drunk too. And he would say, "I don't like spaghetti." And she would say, "It's good. You can't go wrong with it. It's Neapolitan." And that exchange went on and on. And that was the last one, he said sadly. Sanma once again said, "It's such a shame. I want to know what's going on." For now, she was really young, 54 years old, so young. And he couldn't hide his shock because he was her death was untimely. Sama then said, "This year, my friends also passed away in their 50s, and looking back at this year, my friends around me are passing away one after another. We smoke while thinking that we have to be careful about our health and do our best," he said. And he expressed his condolences, saying, "May her soul rest in peace." Muraguchi Hiroko, who also debuted around the 80s, also announced during her live broadcasts of Bay FM's Kiss and Smile, "I can't believe it. I'm upset, or rather, well, I'm just filled with feelings of why. I'm sorry that it's a live broadcast, but I still can't sort out my feelings. I'm sorry that it's a live broadcast, but I still can't sort them out. I'm just filled with feelings of what happened to Miho-chan. It's so sudden, I'm speechless. I'm shocked, Miho-chan, who is also in the same years as me and is also in King Records. I hope it's some kind of mistake. I can't believe it because we were talking on the phone before the COVID-19 pandemic saying, I want to go out for dinner after a long time. It's really painful to say goodbye to a friend like this. I can't forget this kindness she showed us when we co-starred in music programs and dramas. the way she called us by our real names, and Miho-chan's modest smile. That's sad. But I really do think that we're going to see a lot more tributes for Nakayama Miho. And this is something that it's going to be it's going to be very difficult. It's almost similar to when you first heard that you know, the lead singer Zard, when she passed away, and that thing just sent reverberations of her death. I mean, people had tributes to this day every year. Nakayama Miho was definitely a person that so many different generations grew up with, watching her on TV, movies, and listening to her music. And definitely her death was untimely. It's a big shock because you expect to see her on the big screen, expect her to sing on stage, and now that will never happen. But the thing is, there is so much music and so much content, movies, dramas that will continue on, and people will continue to remember Nakayama Miho. Looking at this picture, when I took it at the time, because she was wearing angel wings right on the front cover, I decided to take that photo on top of angel wings. And yeah. So, yeah, I will definitely treasure Nakayama Miho and how she has entertained me for for many years and for many years to come. Her music, her entertainment content will continue to entertain people posthumously. So, okay, everyone, you all take care, and I will see you later. Bye bye.